Yo, g'day. So Sunday afternoon, a little bit bored. Didn't do a stream yesterday, so yeah, so we'll yeah, just catching up, doing some daily race C, see how this Super Formula goes. Looks like it's a one-stop race. We were sorry, not a one-stop, no-stop race. We were one-stopping earlier in the week, but it looks like it's just a touch too slow. You can't get past in the dirty air. Cheers, mate. Yeah, we're trying to do a little bit more when we get some free time. So what are we looking at here? Yeah, 5.7s to get in the leaderboard, so we're on a 5.9 at the moment. Got to remember to put the old hard tyres on. Keep forgetting to do that, and then the first race of the day I've got to Oh, that's excellent news, mate. That's excellent. So are you racing today? So we'll see how used to this car, how quickly we can get used to it. Hopefully the mic's working. Ah, cheers, mate. You're a gentleman. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you out there, out and about. Get some racing on. Got to get used to the... Yeah, give us an ad on GT Sport if you want, mate. You can. Should just be an INXILE GTR. So yeah, we'll try and see if we can get some wins with a qualifying time like that. Hopefully we can. Got to keep the car on the track in the first few laps, so that's always the hard part. Yeah, how'd that go for you, mate? How was your nations? Did you have a good result? Yeah, well, hopefully you had a good result. We'll see what kind of lobby we get now. We'll do a couple of races, just see if we can get in the groove. Need to work on my race pace. Oh, so everyone's having Sunday off by the looks of it. No one's playing. Oh, quiet Sunday. Probably everyone's getting prepped for tomorrow's... What is it? What's tomorrow? What's... Interlagos. Yeah, I don't think we're that crash hot at Interlagos in the old Group 3s. So we're going to have to put a little bit of work in tomorrow night, Tuesday. And see how we go. We'll get out and see if we can get used to these hards. Yeah, we're definitely on hards. What do we want the brake belts on? Yeah, 3 will do. Yeah, mate, I definitely will. So it looks like the memo's gone out and everyone's starting on hards. So hopefully we can just keep it on the track in the first few laps. Always the hard part with this car. Just trying to keep it on the black top. Well, at least we get ourselves a sweet pole position stat, if nothing else. Yeah, 15 laps can be a bit monotonous here. So I don't know if just no one's playing at the moment or whether they've chucked us in a B lobby just to see how we go. brake a few metres earlier on the old hards. The old hards, they're just not that grippy, are they? That was a half save. Feels so gingery. Always the first race of the day, eh? It's always nerve-wracking. Just trying to remember the way around. Pretty slow opener. Sort of looking for around a 1:13 to open the race. Yeah, so we'll try and get a little bit comfortable. So have you been racing Super Formula, mate? You've been doing the Race C this week? So we're taking a break away from a few of those apexes. Sort of want to be running 109s, 108s. For a 17:30 race time. you don't want. Taking a little bit of an excursion.
Thought a few people might be out actually racing this race today, but looks like no one wants a bar of it. Maybe it's a bit early. So it looks like we've got plenty of fuel on board, plenty of overtake in case we make a mistake. So about lap 9 you should be right to start stepping up the pace once the fuel's been burnt off. That's everyone pitted, is it? Old mate's not having a good day, is he? Not a very good day at all. Yeah, g'day mate, g'day. Thought there might have been a few people playing this race today, but it doesn't look like there is at the moment. Sort of lost daydreaming.
How many laps left? 4. Just completely daydreaming here. Cannot even remember what I'm doing. What's the pit stop time? Is it 20-25 seconds? I should have come into the pits then. See if we can get the fastest lap as well. G'day Michael, how are you? No stopper on hards is the fastest way around, but I'm thinking of stopping and getting the mediums. So I think it's a 25-second pit stop. Like bank the win, or do you get the win and the fastest lap? It's a tough call. Yeah, he's pulling in the time now, his tyres are coming up to 10. We'll just try it anyway. Mediums, do not fuel. I'm pretty sure that... Ah, g'day mate, how are ya? Yeah, it's yeah, it's definitely a hard snow stopper for you then, for sure. I don't know if 25 seconds is a big enough buffer to get back out in front. Yeah, it is. So it looks like you're only losing about 11 seconds in the pit stop. So we went in at 25. So just a safety stop. So fuel's marginal, but we'll do one lap and then we'll just save fuel the second lap. What a gross lap. Terrible lap. It's hard to concentrate when you're just cruising around by yourself doing a whole lot of not much. Yeah, it looks like everyone's having the day off. I think there was only one A grade in this race, so... Yeah, I don't know. I'd never normally race this time of day, so I didn't stream last night, so we just jumped in. So that's at least 15 seconds off the pace. So you really want to run a sub 1740. If it's a competitive lobby. Yeah, maybe a few people doing the old, yeah, doing race B. Probably, maybe. Not too sure. I thought there might have been a few people playing, so that's why I chucked it on. Just thought we'd catch up from no stream last night, do a few more dailies, see how the week's progressed. So, Monday night we were doing one stop. Mediums to hards, but yeah, you definitely lose too much time. You just can't get close. Once you're within a second of these cars, you've just got no grip anymore. The front axle just goes light. There's nothing you can do. So yeah, so you can be winning the whole race and then you just pop out in second, and if he's no stopping, you can't get past him even if he's on hards. So didn't do a clean race. I wonder where we stuffed up. Probably ran off the track somewhere. Yeah, otherwise I was thinking maybe it was my turn to have a crap lobby. Because you sort of do one tough race, one easy race, one tough race. Sort of thing. So I was thinking that was my turn to have an easy race. So I don't think there was anything in there worth watching, but we'll make a thumbnail later. Yeah, you reckon? Like, 'cause I have noticed randomly I'll just race B, like a full field of Bs, like every second or third race, just randomly. If I'm playing with mates, like sometimes you don't even match against them, which is super weird. So. Yo, Nitro, what's happening, mate? Yeah, so how do you say your name, Michael? It was just MG Hook 73. Call you Hooked for short. Yeah, it's a big... This is the problem when the cars are too fast. Then you've got this mad amount of dead time in between the races, like 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 99. We can have a look. I don't remember not being... every time I check it says 99. But yeah, I know what you mean. As soon as you jump into like 95 or 85 or whatever, you just get murdered straight away. That's the risky part when you drop down to some of those lobbies sometimes. Yeah, it'll probably definitely be 99 after that. I bet you I didn't even get any DR for that, probably. Yeah, so either that, oh yeah, cool. Ah, sweet. That's what my username is too. INXILE was my number plate once upon a time. It's yeah, use your plate for your ID. I think it's me everything, me Instagram. What else? Pretty much if it's in exile. It's only if INXILE was taken, because I think YouTube, obviously, I think there's a game company called INXILE, so INXILE was taken. So I think that's why this is INXILE GDR. And I think INXILE was taken on the PlayStation 2, which is why it's INXILE GDR. Manufacturer's practice, isn't it Laguna Seca Nitro? No, what's Lasarth or something coming up? Isn't there a super long track coming up in manufacturers? I'll have a quick gander. Oh, give me 2 seconds, I just got to take this call. Yeah, the NZ, I moved to New Zealand. So I was doing the FIA Championship, I don't know, in 2018 or 2017 or whenever it first started. And I thought, oh, what's the point of doing the Australian profile, because I don't live in Australia anymore. So I started a New Zealand profile to do the FIA Jazz. So yeah. Yeah, so when I'm doing like the official season of the FIA, I'll be in the New Zealand account, because that's where I'm living at the moment. So, but otherwise I just bounce between them occasionally, depending on how I'm feeling. So probably for this season I'll just do all my daily racing in the regular profile, and then I'll just do the FIA stuff in the NZ profile. But yeah, other than that, no difference really. I was just, competing for Australia while I was living in New Zealand. So I thought, I don't know, I just thought I should get a New Zealand account while I'm living here. So yeah, started that one and started using that. That was way back when we were a C grader or something. Stuck in the C's back when the game first begun, when I was on controller and had no idea what I was doing. No idea, mate. Didn't even know how to turn a wheel at all. So yeah, that's why you'll see the two accounts floating around. But yeah, so we've missed out going on the track. So hopefully a few blokes have started playing now. Oh yeah, it is Sarth. That's what I was picking up my phone for, wasn't it? I was going to have a look and see which the next menu track was. So... "40 seconds of the best, mate. Love." So what was that? 7 minutes of sitting around doing stuff. Yeah, it was a tough combo. Like, I haven't driven the old Super Formula in a long time. It was weird to get used to. You get like sometimes you preempt the corner coming, and then before you know it, your brain's decided it's going to turn the wheel, and you've turned the car, and you're like, oh, but I had to do that a split second later. And yeah, always easy to make mistakes on this car. And as soon as you daydream, I found like I do a little bit of daydreaming here and there. I get caught in my thoughts thinking about something else, and then you don't concentrate for a split second, and because the car's moving so fast, you're like, oh, off the track. So we've had a few episodes flying off the track just because can't be bothered concentrating. So yeah, it might be the time of day, maybe. Could be because it's early. Maybe. Oh yeah, Airborne started playing. So yeah, the target for the week was to drop it into the 5s, so we've managed to do that just. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I guess if you're going to pump heaps of laps in, this is the car to do it, because it only takes like a minute and a bit. So I generally find that I'm better at tracks with shorter lap times, because you can get that repetition really high. You spend an hour here, you've done 60 laps sort of thing, or 50 laps. You know, a 2 minute or 2.5 minute track, that's going to take you 2 hours to do 50 laps, and because everything's so far away from each other, it takes you longer and longer to work out what the hell's going on. So generally if it's about a minute, I can sort of concentrate for a minute, generally. Yeah, they're just so long, and I don't know if that's the truth, but that's definitely what I put it down to. The long circuits, I'm impatient. I just can't be bothered putting the time in to learn them. It's like, oh, that's gonna last forever. Like imagine if you've got to do 50, 60 laps of 24-hour Nürburgring, mate. That's 50 hours, is it? What is it? Yeah, divided by 3 per hour. So you're doing 3 laps an hour. Oh, 6 laps an hour, I mean. So 10 hours later just to do 50 laps. Yeah, me too. Like I daydream in a minute lap, let alone an 8-minute lap. Like towards the end of the race here, last race, I'd already started daydreaming. Like after the first or second lap over, as soon as we pulled like that 3-second gap, I just started daydreaming. Forgot that I'm streaming. Oop, no more fuel burning. Let's see how this one goes. Cheers, mate. Just a 13. So I'm generally looking to do a 13 on the opening lap. And then it should be 9s from there on, if you can find the rhythm. scruffy. The old scruffiness comes in once you forget what you're doing. Trying to get the coasting right through there is also difficult. Probably just not tucking in that one enough either. Should be. Oh, too busy thinking about the wrong corner. Looks like I'm not the only one thinking about the wrong stuff. Nothing worse when you're coming towards that one, you turn in a touch too early, and then you got to open the steering, you're like, oh shit. You know you got that sand on the outside waiting to murder you. Yeah, see, we just keep drifting away from that one. Maybe you've got to turn in a touch earlier. Too busy looking at the time to the bloke behind. This is the position you don't want to be in, just stuck in dirty air. Pretty much race over. Lost 5 seconds. What a killer. Can only hope neither of these blokes are no stopping. Yeah, just too busy staring at the gap. I just kept looking up there and I was just like, you're sitting at about 2.5 and I thought I was just holding him there, and I looked up here and just at the wrong time. So hopefully we can get close enough to pressure him into a mistake. So much for a casual Sunday drive. Yo, what's going on, mate? Yeah, good bloke. Daydreaming. Still daydreaming now. Just got to keep him at that 5 seconds point. Pulling away from me, so either I really am daydreaming really badly or they're on mediums. Yeah, just got to look after this fuel. How much more do I need to save? 0.3? I think. Don't ask me how, but somehow we got dangerous on fuel. Thought we were looking after it. Why? Another, really? Still 0.2, that's crazy. We only saved 0.1 that lap. We're definitely good now, huh? Beautiful. Putting in some hard yards, that bloke. He's working on it. Oh, we're going pretty slow though. Sort of just letting that time bleed down a little bit. Just keeping it safe. Yeah, I thought last lap though, with 5 laps to go, we had an extra lap of fuel to use for the fastest lap. I was obviously pushing a little harder than I thought I was in the first half of this race. No fuel, mate? Trying to put me off, I think. Well, that was probably a bit closer than it should have been. Pretty slow racing. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I normally like to burn it off real fast and then get it back later. so that the car is as light as possible for as long as possible. But I didn't think I was burning that heavy. Like, with about 5 laps to go is about where I want to start going for the fastest lap. So I normally want to have all my fuel saved by then, so we can put in like one hot lap. But yeah, at about, with 5 laps to go, I think we were 0.5 or more, maybe 0.7 short, which I don't expect. Of all the races I've done, I've never been that far out. I've normally got at least half a lap with 5 laps to go to burn on the overtake button. So yeah. Yeah, that's just bad habits, mate. It's bad habits. You know what it's like. I was just, yeah, we were just throwing on a stream on Sunday, like I said, just to catch up from yesterday and see what's out and about. I thought there might have been a few people racing this race, actually. It turns out there's not too many. And yeah, so a pretty slow race time too, probably about 10 seconds off the pace. I think we only lost about 5 in that spin, 5 or 6, no, about 7.5. So we were still pretty slow over the rest of the race. Yeah, sort of a little bit empty. So Airborne not very happy with the blokes around him. So in the end we were, what, half a second. Yeah, just that spin ruined our race, but it's all good. So we'll just do one more for good luck, see if we can go the hat trick. No, mates, we ended up being fairly under the weather and then getting called into work on Saturday, and so with no sleep I was yeah, I could barely even concentrate watching streams, let alone trying to race. So I thought we'd have the night off, and then yeah, just sitting around at the moment doing a fair bit of nothing. So I thought we'd just throw a stream on, do a couple of dailies, see how this race progressed. Definitely a no stop. I thought there might have been a few people racing it, but it's not that busy. It's yeah, pretty quiet. So the last race we even had a spin, lost about 7 seconds and still managed to get the win. So yeah, I'll just be back in a couple of seconds. Yeah, unfortunately we haven't done a bloody race B time yet. just been focusing on the longer version of me racing because, yeah, like I was saying, we've got pretty short attention span, so we need to work on concentrating for longer. And the old race B, I think that's over in like 8 minutes or something, isn't it? So yeah, that's right up my alley, no concentrating, flat out. So we've just been concentrating on the daily race C lately, getting used to the 20-minute races, and now most of the FIA races are pumping 25 minutes or longer. So yeah, just trying to get used to racing for a longer amount of time. Good work, mate. Nothing like doing your first top split race. Yeah, what is with all these disconnects in the FIA? There's a few people that their PlayStations or whatever just refuse to connect. Actually, we better jump in this race before I completely forget. Door 20, 15th to 14th. I'd be happy with that, mate. Just one murder. G'day Ferbs, how are you, mate? Yeah, just one murder. That's not too bad. It's not the best feeling when you murder some poor bloke, especially if you end his race. It's the worst feeling. Don't know what's worse, murdering blokes or getting murdered. It's a bit, can be a bit tough sometimes. Part of me daydreaming while I'm sitting behind someone. Just, you know, you're getting in that rhythm. You're just off thinking about absolutely nothing, all by yourself. Yeah, I've actually started to have a few lately too. Old disconnects. Yeah, I might have murdered Ferbs at Tsukuba one night. Not sure if that was daydreaming or whether you braked early, mate, because there was no way you should have been braking that early. Yeah, you could only hope for clean races. Like you know, we all get our murder on occasionally. I've definitely murdered my fair share of people. But never, oh, there is intentional. I think I've even done it a couple of times. But generally you're all not a very nice driver that is taking out everyone else in the game. Yeah, I thought it was you. I was racing with you. Were we racing yesterday? Last night, maybe? Or was I watching a stream and you were racing? I don't know. I remember seeing your name yesterday. Good work, mate. Just get a sip of water. Yeah, let's see what we can see if we can bin this race as well. That should be our challenge. So, get a gap, lose the gap, get the win. No, ferret. As in, murdering is when you like run into someone with your car and you finish their race. So, not real murders. We don't do that around here. It's only a game. Yo, what's going on, Andy? Woot woot, in the room, mate. You must have nothing to do on Sunday. Oh, there we go. Oh, phone on. Welcome, mate. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. It looks like blokes are starting to play. So just as I'm about to finish playing, everyone's going to start playing. That's the problem with living in New Zealand. Yeah, definitely. One or two Australians that rocked up here for a very short holiday didn't find themselves going home. Yeah, so we were just going to do, if it was super boring, which it sort of was, I was only going to do 2 races. Thought we'd stretch it out to 3 to see if we can get the hat trick, but yeah, it looks like everyone's going to start playing now. If I'd only just put it off for an hour, we'd be fine. We probably might have had some serious races. So I'm going to have to put my hat on now. Put me proper racing hat on and actually concentrate for 15 laps by the looks of it. Not sure if we've raced Katsunami before. The name doesn't look super familiar. Definitely phone on an airborne here. Who else do we know? Do we know the other dudes? Who was the other blokes? These blokes. Yeah, so next week is Interlagos. I am absolutely terrible to Interlagos, apart from that one time that we had a really good week there. So I'm going to have to learn a car and the track before Tuesday night's video. And hopefully we can get a decent time, and hopefully we can share a little bit of info. So we're definitely on the hards, I'm pretty sure. Too late anyway. Missed it. Yeah, so it definitely should be definitely going to be a farm week next week. So got to pump up all those DRs to make sure you're getting in good splits. Yeah, how annoying, huh? I know what you mean. So let's see if we can concentrate for, what's this, 17 minutes. Yeah, agreed. Got a feeling we might have rated Katsunami yesterday. So we just need a nice tidy opening lap. I'm pretty sure I do a full loop there when we go left for that little, for the radar. Oh, wish me luck, let's have a go. No gaps. No, looking at the gaps. Gaps don't matter. These on the mediums. Gone. It's got to be on the mediums. Bit of a slow opener. Gapped it. sit that close. So that bloke needs 11 seconds. Looks like he's going to try and get it too. Our pace is just moving away from you a little bit. Yeah, too easy, mate. Thanks for swinging by. Oh, that might be a penalty. Really got to start to find a rhythm. Seconds, he's gonna he's got that much pace. Hopefully he needs fuel. Should give me an extra second or two. That's what we didn't need. So we've just released old mate. Oh, now it's all going to shit. First serious race we get, we crumble, mate. What's going on here? And that's the 11-second gap he needed. Absolutely been schooled. That is depressing. How much of a lead did he have to not lose a position and not get a penalty for touching the wall? Bullshit. So obviously you just keep a pin through there. Oh. Right on for fuel. So just those mistakes, really. We're going to use all the boost and just pray that we can come out somewhere near him. Did he need fuel? Yeah, there he is, damn. He missed it. So he got the buffer. Well, good on him. So we've been schooled by a one-stopper. Oh, we were schooled by a one-stopper. That was, yeah, another slow race, but at least we got a race. So 3 from 3, we got the hat trick. Just thought it wasn't going to happen there when old mate pulled that 13 on me. Because, yeah, he just needed 11, so... that's what happens when you do 2 races where you just dawdle it around, and then all of a sudden you get chucked in the deep end. Oh, yeah, so Phonon had an awesome race. Airborne finally sealed his deal, and Katsunumi, somewhat like myself, almost he did throw it away. I almost threw it away. So yeah, what did we miss in the chat? I just couldn't look away. It was just I really wanted to read the chat, but I really wanted to win that race as well. So yeah, I've missed a heap of chat. Obviously the racing wasn't that good. We'll just stay in the chat room. What was that? 30 minutes ago. Yeah, just don't fuck up. Oh well, old mate got past us on the mediums, so Altenza should be good. GDR for quality, you reckon? If it's GDR, that's good. That's good for me. That's one car I can actually drive. Yeah, so thanks for the race. But so yeah, he drilled it. But yeah, so 3 from 3. I don't think it's going to get much better than that. Maybe the Supra for next week. Supra was good for B this week. Volkswagen with the 132, yeah, too easy. See you soon, Nitro. Yeah. Yeah, 55's pretty quick. So, yeah. We'll probably use that as the thumbnail, I think. Something in there. But that was pretty hectic. Old mate just gapped us, so I wonder if we got enough room. We'll just go in there and quickly have a look at the replay. Oh, thanks. Got a daily car. Yeah, that's it, mate. We're all big kids, just smashing out some GT Sport. Yeah, cheers, Andy. Cheers, Rohan. Yeah, Monza, I think, is the easiest diamond. I think it was the easy. I think I got that within... like real quick, like under 30 minutes, maybe even less, maybe under 15 minutes. All the rest have taken me ages to get the diamonds, like at least a week. So like maybe 30 minutes to an hour a day, and then I've generally got them on the, like on a Saturday where I just sit down and I grind them till I get them. So I think one of them took me 300 kilometers on one day to get the diamond. Yeah, cheers, Phonon. I'm glad you got in front of him. I looked up there for a second and you were in P2, and I was like, oh, maybe he binned it. I looked back 2 corners later and he's back in P2, and I'm like, oh shit, he's on good tyres. He must have all the fuel. So he was definitely one of these blokes that likes to. Like, I prefer the no stop, because you can just mosey around here in the 109s, 110s, and it's a lot less stressful. If you are doing the one stop on the mediums, you got to pump out 107s, which means, you know, if your qualifying times are 106, you pretty much got to do your qualifying lap every race. So we get, oh come on, mate. Oh, was it terrible? Was it airborne? You had a good race. Old mate, I was hoping he was on the mediums because he could stay inside my, he'd stay in my aero wash on this first lap. Yeah, Phonon should be Jack. So yeah, phone on will be in the chat. So look at that, he's balls to the wall there, so he definitely was thinking about defending there. I thought he was a little bit closer. But look at all the track you have to use. I was hoping he wouldn't whip one up the inside there. So I moved to the inside and just, he hangs it around the outside anyway, doesn't he? That's pretty good driving. And then he's got the inside for this one and it's all over. So I don't know if he's on a controller, that looks a little bit jerky. So Phonon must have had an awesome opening lap. So Airborne's being gapped a touch. So what are you in, Phonon? Is that a Renault livery? Airborne's in the, I don't know, you can't turn to the side these days, can you? Don't know that livery. Oh, so they did remove the times from the replays once, but are the times back in the replays? Or is it just the FIA replays that don't show you the times anymore? Yeah, probably because of the frame rate that they're saving the replay at, they probably only save every 60 frames or something. So in a high-speed car like this, you're probably missing the, yeah, that looks pretty smooth there. Oh yeah, nice. Probably a Toyota Super Formula livery or an IndyCar livery of some description. Yeah, parking it, yeah. Oh, so you spun in this race. So there you go, 108, so I assume that's gonna... So did we make mistakes? How come he gapped 13 seconds on us? Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? Oh, an old Toyota F1 livery maybe. And then this will be a Renault F1 livery. That'll be Alonso or someone. So it must be around here we make a mistake and lose all our time. Ah, yep, sweet. Ah, well, you can only guess, can't you? Yeah, I can't keep track of all the liveries. I just made my own little Brabham livery. Got me Brabham helmet on as well. Just Brabham fanboying. Yeah, sweet. So I just wanted to see what... I thought he must have been in the 7s, but he mustn't be. So we must have been pretty slow. We must have been well and truly in the 10s then. And dropped back down to 3rd as well. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm an Alonso fanboy, but he's alright. I think I'm impressed by drivers that can just jump in any car, and Alonso would definitely be one of those guys. Just jumps in anything and just bang, straight up to speed. Don't worry about it. So you're up in 3, Airborne in 4. When does old mate make a mistake? So he pits, comes out of the pits in the lead. He's cooey from us too, like we're not even in sight. Ah, yep. Just dropped it. Oh, another Renault livery fella. Yeah, so I assume once he's on the hards, he's got to get, or he doesn't have to, he's already in P1, he probably could have backed off there, I guess, and just saved it. Probably just wanted to school us on how fast you can go. So it looks like he got himself a little bit of sausage. Jump on board with phone on. This is going to be... He must make a couple of mistakes on the old dirty tyres. So it's a Renault 2.3. Grab him out in front. Yeah, GP2 engine, mate. Slug box. Oh. He's eager to get on the throttle there. Just smoked up the rears. He's definitely trying to catch me. So you've got the red T-top. What colour? He's got a black T-top, mate. So you're definitely teammates. I didn't know that about you, Phonon. Didn't know you were Katsumi's teammate. You were both trying to hunt me down. So does he make another mistake, Phonon? Oh, he got a penalty. That would suck. And he's a nice enough bloke to give you room too. So I think this is what helped me, phone on holding him up just that split second. His new tyres and a bit of pace. Look how squirrely they're getting towards the end of the race. He does well to sit that close. Once I get in the dirty air, I fall away a bit. I'd rather have front end grip, and once you're sitting that close, I've got no grip. And he's using all the overtake as well. So decent fuel management. Staying in third. That's interesting. Anyone else here staying in third? For that first corner. He does alright to get the car rotated. So he's going to get you up into the corkscrew. Oh yeah. Around the outside, 2. Oh, and he got the move done before the screw. Now the hunt is on. So at this stage I was just trying to keep it on the blacktop, bleed out that lead. So nothing worse than binning it on the last lap. Throwing away a victory. He'd worked so hard for it too. So lap 15 and he's still using all the road, so he's not giving up. So he's definitely got a heap of Super Formula experience by the looks. Definitely knows how to drive it, and he's only doing a half lift through there too at the end of the race. On this lap I was slowing down completely for that corner. There was no way I was going to finish in the sand on the right hand side on the last lap, that's for sure. And he might do it again, you reckon? Yeah. Holds 2. Look at that throttle control. That is premium throttle control. And runs out of fuel just on the line, like a boss. Yeah, true. True. Yeah, he's not running 15 lap old hards, is he? But still, you still have to do it. So yeah, thanks everyone for swinging by. It's been a while since we've done a 3 from 3. I don't even know if I've ever done 3 from 3. Normally win one, lose one. Like to mix it up a little bit. Well, thanks Airborne for dropping by. Thanks Phonon for swinging by. Yeah, Hook, it's good to see ya. Rohan. yeah, good luck. Have you, what, were you still doing no stoppers airborne? Yeah, you're on hards there. Yeah, so no stop for you, sweet. Yeah, like I said, like it was, well, first of all, I was letting bleed some time because I didn't want to lose the race because I was driving 10 tenths on the last 2 laps. But at the same time, I wasn't as fast as him. Cheers for dropping in, Ferret. It's good to see you, mate. We might have to crank out some Fortnite. Yeah. Oh, Andy. Yeah, shout out to Andy. Thanks for swinging by, mate. Any other blokes I've missed? So yeah, we'll probably try and smash out an Interlagos video, see if I can get some decent speed there, and probably be back Monday night to see if we can work out a strategy early. G'day, Mr. Japanese man. Yeah, so give us a like if you're happy that I got 3 wins on the trot, even though the first 2 were a little easy. The third one was gifted, but I'll take them any day of the week. Cheers, fellas.